Hey loves, it's Chellbee. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Chellbee, the blogger behind Chellbee.com. Thank you so much for joining me today, letting me into your home, cell phones, and wherever else you are. Today we're going to be talking about what is your why. Digging deep into our purpose. I know that 2018 brings this new year, which means new opportunities, and it's a new start for us all to do something that we didn't do or didn't accomplish last year. So I thought today would be a good time to talk about purpose. And I want to start off with one of my favorite quotes. It's a quote by Martin Luther King, and it is, "If a man has not discovered something he will die for, he isn't fit to live." I know it's a little harsh, and to me, it was like harsh when I first read it. I was like, wait, what? Like, if I haven't discovered something I'll die for, I'm not fit to live? But it makes total sense when you really think about it. Like, if you don't know what you're willing to die for, then what could you possibly be living for? It's kind of how I had to think about it. But I was saying all that to say, this quote was like a really good starting place for me with trying to figure out, when I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to do with my life, what was my why, what was the thing that I felt like I was here to do, you know, of course that in prayer. But this quote really helped guide me. It helped me to think deeply and reflect. And I would say that this quote can be used to like really sit down and, you know, do a journal entry and think about, you know, how it makes you feel, what it makes you feel. Maybe actually think about what it is that you are willing to die for, because it can be that whole conversation, mental conversation and reflection process can be the very foundation that you use for 2018 and figuring out what it is that you want to do. And one of the things that I feel like is a misconception when we talk about life purpose that we maybe don't say enough is that life purpose is not a destination. Like, it's a journey. It's a process. You know, you learn, you grow, you develop, you evolve, and what you think your life purpose is today, it can very well change tomorrow, and that is 100% fine. I think that that's just a part of life. Even when I look back on my journal entry from this same quote, because I did sit down and do a journal entry on it, you know, that purpose for me, it's grown and it's developed. I mean, is the foundation still the same? Yes. Back then, I felt like my purpose was to inspire women by sharing, you know, my story, my experience. I didn't know that part of that experience was going to be talking about my faith, but that foundation of what I thought my life purpose was, it's the same. It's just evolved. You know, the things that I share are different from what I thought I would be sharing back then, and so that's, you know, totally 100% fine. My point is that don't put too much pressure on yourself when you're doing this process of reflecting on this quote. Don't put too much pressure on yourself for it to be perfect, for it to be defiant. I think that's the wrong word. I said that wrong. For it to be definite. It's not a definite answer. You know, write whatever you feel. Just kind of let your thoughts flow. Don't hold yourself back. Just put it out there. It's for you. It's not for anybody else. It's just for you to take like some time and really think about, you know, what is it that you're willing to die for? I know that that's not something that it's not something that we normally think about when we're trying to figure out like what we want to do with our lives, but it's very defining. Like, it's a very defining moment when you have to actually say like, I'm willing to die for X, Y, Z. So I definitely challenge you within the next week, you know, don't wait too long, to sit down with a pen and paper and just write it down. Like, what are you willing to die for? And you'll be surprised at what your answer is. You know, you might find out some new things about yourself, especially if you're not someone who journals frequently, or if it's not something that you've thought about because maybe you're just busy with life, because aren't we all, you know, bills are real, work is real, you know, trying to take care of your family and your kids, like those are all very real things. So a lot of us, we don't have the time or the energy, we don't take the time to really sit down and think about ourselves and think about the things that are important to us and the legacy that we want to leave. But it's so important that you do, because tomorrow is not promised, so there's just no time like the present to take a minute, challenge yourself, and think about this question, and write how you feel, write how you feel in the moment. And you know, if a year from now it's different, you know, you can do it again later. It might be different a month from now. You never know. You know, but just challenge yourself to really reflect on that question. And the other question that I did want to ask that I thought was helpful is just to think about what's driving you. Like, what is getting you out of the bed every morning? What is making you keep going, especially when you have challenges or when you have obstacles in your life? Like, what is it that's driving you to keep going forward? I found that was something that really helped me. Like, when I could pinpoint what was driving me, that was something that really helped me to think and relate the what will you die for to a life purpose. So it's not going to be perfect. It may very well not give you the answer that you expected, but give it a try. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you have not already, make sure you subscribe so you can be notified every time I post a new video. I will see you guys a week from now. I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Be blessed, stay safe. Talk to you soon.